This video is part of our Getting Found SEO Cookbook and is made possible by a grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services and partnerships with OCLC Research and CLEAR. In this video, we demonstrate creating a master Google account for the organization. This is a tricky but critical step that requires some thought to prevent problems later. Please be sure to watch the entire video before you try creating an account on your own. The first thing to understand is that Google is a complex set of almost 50 products and over 300 registered trademarks. All are designed to make a profit, even though many are cost-free. Some of the Google services include valuable tools that can help library administrators make informed decisions about resource allocations and demonstrate the value of library services. Everything starts with a master Google account for the entire library organization. The master account will own all the Google services that will be activated. Think about the library as an independent thing with its own identity, longevity, and needs. The first step is establishing a Google account for the library itself. A little warning before we get into the details. The library's web properties and domains are already considered a trusted institution on the web by search engines. This trust has value and can be damaged if the wrong people gain access to your web properties or your Google account. The following items will be needed: a private web browser if you are using Firefox or an incognito window if you are using Chrome, the Google Master Account pre-planning template from the Getting Found SEO Cookbook, the sign-up link for creating a Google account. But don't worry about all of these right now. We are going to walk through an example of setting up an account, and we'll review the tools and tips that will help set up your institution's account at the end of this video. Now let's get started. To minimize the chance of information from an existing Google account interfering with this process, we recommend using Firefox's private browser or Chrome's incognito window. The easiest way to open a Firefox private browsing window is to click the menu icon located to the far right of the menu bar. Locate and select the private browsing mask, and a new private browsing window should open. Opening an incognito window in Chrome is very similar, except we will need to find the text New Incognito Window. With your private browser or incognito window open, go to the Google account sign-up page referenced in the cookbook process for this video. For the first and last names, we recommend using the library's namesake or building name. For example, Rennie Library. The username must be both unique and easy to remember. Otherwise, you will find the username unavailable and we will need to redo some steps. Make your password a strong one. With today's computing power, it can take a hacker less than 1 second to crack a 6-character lowercase password. A strong password should have 8 or more characters that include at least 1 uppercase, 1 lowercase, 1 number, and 1 symbol. One option is to use the first letter of each word and replace vowels with numbers or symbols when possible. The birth date is used to determine account owner age for access to some Google services and is sometimes used for account recovery. We recommend using a memorable date from your organization's history that occurred at least 18 years ago. For example, a dedication or renovation date. This phone number is used by Google to challenge hackers and send a text message to help you access your account if you accidentally get locked out. We suggest providing the mobile phone number of a manager who is responsible for your web services, such as the Digital Initiatives Librarian or IT Manager. If you do not own this phone number, make sure the owner is aware of what you are doing. Shortly after creating the master account, the mobile phone owner will receive a text from Google containing a verification code. This verification code is time-sensitive and should be provided to Google soon after creating your organization's master account. Provide an existing email address. We recommend you do not use an individual's email address, but create an internal group email list before starting this process. This email is another tool Google uses for account recovery and security alerts. We found that a group email list provides two major advantages over an individual staff member's email. First, it will maintain organizational continuity if the individual changes job or retires. And second, if the individual is unavailable due to vacation or extended leave, someone in the library will be in position to receive and follow up on Google security alerts and account recovery notifications when necessary. The account username is always a good candidate for the group email address. For example, msu.rennie.seo@montana.edu. Make sure this group email address is working properly and is accepting email from outside your university domain before starting this process. You can do this by sending a test email from your personal account on @Yahoo, @Google, etc. Include the few staff responsible for activating, configuring, or giving others access to Google services on this group email list. Prove you're not a robot, confirm you agree with Google's terms, and click Next Step. Select how you want to receive the verification code. Finally, make sure you forward the account password to the few people on the group email list you created. This is a fairly easy process if you use the master account pre-planning template that we have provided. In summary, you will need the following before starting this recipe: a first and last name, an available username, an internal group email list, not an individual's email address, a strong password, and a memorable date that occurred at least 18 years ago.